Hey guys, it's Danny Elliott. Welcome back to the show. Thank you for joining me today. So I got a story here from Missouri, and they're moving to seize Chinese-owned farmland to collect a landmark $24 billion judgment. Fresh off winning a landmark lawsuit, Missouri is quickly moving to seize the farmland and other assets in a bid to collect on a judgment against Beijing for harm caused by the cerveza sickness panic. Attorney General Andrew Bailey told Just the News. Quote, Missouri will start to identify and begin going to court to have court orders issued to seize these assets to make good on that judgment, and we intend to collect on that judgment. And earlier this month, U.S. District Court Judge Stephen N. Limbaugh Jr. declared that China's government was liable for covering up the start of the cerveza sickness panic and had engaged in monopolistic actions by hoarding personal protective equipment. And he ruled that Beijing should reimburse Missouri $24 billion for the harm it inflicted on the state's residents. This is very interesting because look at what happened to the economy, guys. You know, we have all of these knock-on effects. You have to remember that we locked down the entire economy starting on St. Patrick's Day in 2020. We still haven't seen this whole thing completely flush out of the system. We've pumped up the economy $17-20 trillion, whatever the number is, worth of artificial stimulus, and we still haven't seen what the real impact on the economy is going to be. We're still waiting to find out. U.S. Senator Eric Schmidt, Bailey's predecessor as Attorney General, had brought the legal action against Beijing, and Bailey saw it through to completion with a trial in January. China refused to cooperate or make any appearance in the case, making Limbaugh's decision a default ruling. China said it will not honor the judgment. Quote, the so-called lawsuit has no basis in fact, law, or international precedence. Chinese embassy spokesman Liu Pengyu told the New York Times, China does not and will not accept it. If China's interests are harmed, we will firmly take reciprocal countermeasures according to international law. Now, I don't know what that means because we don't own any farmland in China that China can steal from us. See, my position on this is simply we should have fairness. If foreigners are not allowed to own farmland or real estate otherwise in communist China, then the communist Chinese should not be permitted to buy or own real estate in the United States. Why is that so hard? You know, why don't we just have fairness? Why don't we have equality, right? Why is it that we allow foreigners to buy real estate in the United States, but we can't go to their country and buy real estate there? Like, if I want to go buy real estate in the Philippines, I can't buy real estate in the Philippines. I could buy a leasehold property, but that just means that I don't own the real estate. I'm basically leasing it. Or if I want to get married to a Filipina, she could own the real estate, but I can just lease the real estate. So I can never own real estate in the Philippines. But if you're a Filipino, you can come over here, you can buy anything you want anywhere in the U.S. You could buy all the single family homes you want, and there's no problem. You're permitted to do that. So I got a problem with us letting foreigners buy our real estate when we're not allowed to buy foreign real estate in their country. Okay? Bailey told Just the News that the law creates mechanisms for identifying, seizing, and selling the assets of a foreign power to satisfy legal judgments. Bailey, like many Republicans, has also expressed concerns about China's purchase of U.S. farmland. It said the solution he'll pursue to try to secure multiple wins for his state. Quote, we're going to execute this judgment. Quote, look, China had an ability and an opportunity to participate in litigation. They were when we served them with notice of litigation. They do business in the United States of America, he explained. Quote, they own an exorbitant amount of agricultural land in the United States, which they shouldn't be allowed to do, but they do. And so they're subject to the laws of the United States to include the Foreign Sovereign Immunities Act. Quote, but that's how little they think of the United States of America that they couldn't even be bothered to show up to court after having been served notice of our lawsuit. And so we're going to execute the judgment, and we're going to make the Missourians whole, he added. And several states have already banned or are considering banning foreign ownership of farmland from U.S. adversaries such as China, especially when that land is near sensitive military installations. And according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, about 40.8 million acres of U.S. farmland is owned by foreign citizens, companies, or countries. So, yeah, like I said before, if U.S. persons or companies are not allowed to buy real estate in a foreign country, then that foreign country should be banned from buying real estate in America. Seems pretty simple and easy to understand to me. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section, but, you know, I think if you're going to have a free country, you know, we should let people be free to purchase real estate, start businesses, do whatever the hell they want. But if they don't let us do it over in their country, like, you know, I think we should be able to just walk in and get $10,000 right when we get off the plane, when we get to the country. And I don't think I should have to show a passport when I get there. You know, I should just be given a $10,000 debit card, and they should give me, you know, a hotel room at a 5-star luxury hotel in Manila. And, you know, I should have free meals, and I should have, you know, evening turn down service, and I should have a housekeeper. You know, that's what I think. For some reason, they don't do that when I go and I travel in foreign countries, you know? But that's what we do in the United States when, you know, foreigners arrive. We don't even ask them to see a passport. We let them come in. We give them a free hotel room. We give them free meals. They basically get to go on a vacation. And, you know, the middle class and the working class in the United States pay for it. And everybody's taking advantage of it. And this is a good idea, you know? I appreciate what this guy in Missouri is doing. They should be banned from owning United States property if we're not allowed to own property in their country. And I believe that's the case in China. I don't believe you can go to China and just take over farmland and start, you know, an agricultural business and start raking in cash, take the cash back to the U.S. I'm pretty sure that's not how it works. But, you know, if you disagree with me, get down there in the comments below. Let me know what you think. And I thought this was an interesting story. But please hit the thumbs up. Please hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 100 by the end of the month. Appreciate you watching today. I'll see you in the next one. I'm Danny Elliott.